Hello friends, in this video we will check out what are the different types of interview in human resource management. First of all, what is an interview? As per Morey and Gustard, interview is defined as a conversation directed to definitive purpose. The interaction between interviewer and interviewee is carried on by gestures, posture, facial expression and other communicative behavior. Even words acquire a variety of meaning and values as they are spoken with different reflection and in different contexts. All of these means of communication, the spoken words, the gestures, the expressions, the reflection contribute to the purposeful exchange of meaning, which is the interview. In this video, we will be checking out 9 different types of interview in HRM. The first kind of an interview is the preliminary interview. The preliminary interview is an initial meeting to gather basic information how a candidate's goals, skills, qualification can benefit the company's needs. This may be a telephonic interview or a face-to-face interview where the interviewer finds out his skills and qualifications from the resume. What basically the interviewer does is finds out whether the interviewee has sufficient knowledge to be part of the organization. This interview cannot assure a job to the interviewee, but this interview can say a definitive no to an interviewee. The next interview is planned and structured interview. Planned and structured interview is the most systematic approach of interviewing. The same set of predefined questions is asked to all candidates in same order, and each candidates are ranked in standardized scoring system. There would be a specified rules and parameters on which the candidates will be evaluated on. Let us check this animation to find what is a structured interview. Over here, the interviewer asks few questions to the interviewee and he replies to them. When the next interviewee comes in, he repeats the same questions to the next candidate too. And he compares every answer and he finds out the best one from the interviewee. And next one is the unstructured interview. This type of interview is just opposite to structured interview. Unstructured interview is a spontaneous conversation. Not a specific set of questions is asked or neither in a predefined order too. The candidate is encouraged to tell him about his likes, dislikes, choice, family background, upbringings, expectations, etc. The purpose of this interview is to check the inner qualities of a person. The next kind of interview is a depth interview. This is a semi-systematic approach of interviewing. In this interview, both background of the candidate, thinking capabilities of the candidate, and the subject knowledge is being tested. The questions from key areas are being asked. The interviewer has a well-advanced knowledge on these subjects. The capabilities of the candidate in specific area of work can be well judged by asking relevant questions by specialist interviewers. Next kind of interview is a stress interview. This kind of interview is used to find out how the interviewee works in stressful situations. This interview is mostly used for finding executives who have to handle more stress during the work. To create stress, the interviewer asks rapid questions, criticizes the answers of the interviewee, annoys him, disturbs him, argues with him, and puts him in awkward situations. The result of the interview tells about the performance of the candidate, whether he remains calm or loses temper or gets confused. The judicial use of stress interview can be helpful for interviewer in selection of the best candidate who can handle stress. The next kind of interview is a group interview. In this interview, a group of people is being tested. A group of people is given a topic to discuss upon, and the interviewer judges everyone in the group. The interviewer finds out the person who speaks well, who clarifies the issue, who has the knowledge about the issue, who can summarize the issue, and more importantly, who can lead the group. This checks the teamwork attribute of an individual. The next kind of interview is a panel interview. In this interview, candidate is screened by a group of interviewers who are specialists in their respective fields. Questions are asked to the candidate by interviewers in serial or in random order. The interviewee is required to answer and to have dialogue with many interviewers at the same time. The collective judgment and wisdom of panel of interviewers is used for the assessment of the candidate. The other two types of interview is the informal interview and exit interview. The informal interview is an oral interview that can take place anywhere. The informal interview is usually conducted when there is a urgent requirement of a staff in a specific job. Informal interview is not a pre-planned or a scheduled interview. The questions asked in the informal interview are informal in nature. Exit interview is conducted at the time when the employee is leaving the business organization. The objective of this interview is to know the opinion, views, feeling of the outgoing employee regarding his job and organization. Later on to develop and improve such policies in the light of deficiencies or discovered from the opinion of the employee. Thank you everyone for being here and listening to my presentation. Thank you.